And again, kind of thinking now about staying where you are in your shoulder, right? Try and keep that suspension through your right shoulder. There you go. Daphne was like, hi. Right. Right. And rather than letting that right elbow kind of mean business, just shorten that right rein. There you go. It was just a little long. Great. I was going to say I'm loving the lower leg, and I actually really like where you are in your upper body. Just think to yourself about suspending your sternum again, kind of lifting up your sternum, your chest a little bit. Right, and a part of that is that little bit of collapse in your chest that starts to happen, okay? So that is much better. Does it feel better? Yep. And for you to keep your chest lifted, and if she starts to lean, put in a little half halt like we talked about through your thigh and the lower leg, but don't change your upper body. That's the key, because you are the only consistency in the equation if we are consistent. And that's the hardest part about riding, is we're trying to figure out what is consistent, what should I do to stay consistent. And for you in your right shoulder looks good. Just try and keep it relaxed. There you go. That word relaxed helped. Yep, perfect. Absolutely. Opening it up, getting those circles. And you see how much softer she just got? Right? She's like, thank God she gave away that death grip. And, you know, the weirdest part about where you are in your rein connection right now is, like, you notice you don't need your right rein, so why grip it, right? Yeah, see? And that's what we need to do. And she's being very light, very soft. But this, just for you, for your brain, kind of reminds you, why was I gripping that right rein? And you weren't getting any different movement than you are now, and actually more lovely movement now. Right. And you can feel her, like you said, say, thank God. She kind of gave us a sigh of relief. But see, I love that exercise, because what it's doing for you is it's keeping you upright without tipping back. Yep. And more importantly, what I find in that exercise is it keeps me opening my shoulders correctly. You feel that? That was beautiful in your shoulder. Look at your horse. She's like, thank God. The action and the animation she's giving you in the movement right now is beautiful. Little bit. She's actually collapsing her nose to the left is what you see. And so that's all it truly is that she was flexing a little to the left on you there. So now, yeah, connect the dots with your inside rein, just gently holding to keep her flexion to the inside. But keep that lightness, that feel of softness in that inside shoulder, just like you felt when you had one hand on the reins. The only difference now is you're encouraging her nose gently to the inside just by holding your right rein a little bit more. Perfect. Right. And just that gently blocking left rein, that right shoulder that's light and elevated. Much better in your shoulders, Clarissa. What's that?
Just taught me how much to ride with your body as a unit.
Right. Yep. And that half halt, right, like you heard me say too, that upper leg coming into it to keep your body from speeding up, because you don't want her to speed up. There you go. Sure. And I want you to actually think to yourself about your right hip relaxing, your right hip bone. There you go. More importantly, this right shoulder that again is staying where it's been because it was working for you in your trot work. That way you can gently block your left leg and rein on. There it is. That's better. Feel how she softened? So for you, it's the left side gently blocking. It's not so much a driving right leg. It's actually that you're just picking up your right shoulder. Good job. And that's a good sign that it's working. She quit because it was correct. She's like, if I can actually have my girl carry me on that right rein, why wouldn't I? There you... What? No, and actually this is a beautiful working pace. Now, if we want to collect it though, let's say we wanted to collect it back a little bit. Just stay where you are in your hands and in your legs. And I want you just to kind of hold in your thigh as you keep your calf on, that half halt we talked about. But focus on everything being less. Less pump in your shoulder, less pump in your hip, a little taller and lighter in your upper body. It's coming up, it's coming up. Do you feel it? Good. That's a girl. And then actually ask her to lengthen her stride a little bit to then shorten it back. I know, so all you're going to do now is let your thigh be relaxed, let your hip rock, ask for a little lengthen. That's all you need. Yep, that's all you need. And then hold in your thigh, keep your lower leg, and shorten your stride. That's a girl. And that's nice. Look at your horse. She's like, oh gosh. Excellent. And then again, maybe lengthen your stride for a few. Just letting it be from your hip. And then you decide when to shorten it back by holding in your thigh, keeping your calves so she doesn't quit. Huh? It does. Yeah, no, you definitely are moving with your horse quite nicely. You're doing a really good job of thinking about your shoulders, Clarissa. And the only critique I would make is slightly shorter rein so your elbows can stay near your sides.